Hi everyone, we are here today to learn how to create a planning area. Once you are in SAP IBP, you search for sample model entities. In sample model entities, there are different templates created. We will choose unified planning area. We'll click on copy and we will say create new with dependencies. It will ask for the ID of the new planning area. We will say that business test or say biz test. And then the time profile ID, for the time being, we will choose an existing one. For the source, we will say BT, and then we will just select demand planning for the time being. We'll click on copy. It will take a bit of time to copy all the entities from the demand planning template to our planning area. Now we see that the copy is complete. We will navigate to the item. What we see over here that the time profile is defaulted to that we chose with our existing time profile. And it says that the status of the planning area is inactive. We have to activate it. Before activating, again, we will see how to add another planning template into this existing planning area. So we have copied the template from demand planning. We would also like to copy the entities from SNOP module as well. To do that, what we do is we again go to sample model entities. And then we have in this one, the unified planning area selected, and then we'll click on copy. And now we will say partially merge with existing. So it will ask which planning area, what is the target planning area. So we'll say base test, which we created. Now this is one thing that it says that it is not finding the planning area. So what we first have to do is we have to activate our planning area. So we will go back to planning area. And we'll search for the one that we created. Now we will activate it. We see that the planning area is activated. Maybe we can duplicate this browser window, open another interface. And we will go to sample model entities. We have this unified planning area selected and then partially merged with existing. Now we will search for the planning area. You see this planning area. Now we will add the sales and operations planning. Click on merge. We'll keep all the other options as it is and click on merge. Now we got our planning area created with the templates from demand planning as well as SNOP. We will go inside the planning area. Now, since we have merged this planning area, with another template, the status changed to inactive. So the point to note here is that any changes that we do to the planning area, it sets the status to inactive. We have to activate and check that if there are any errors. We see that the planning area is activated now. We'll close it. And then we will edit the header. So the ID is BizTest, and when we can say, we can name it as business planning area, right? Click on save. So we can see that the name of the planning area has got updated. Now what we have to do is we have to create a new time profile. So for that, we will go to an app called Time Profile. And we'll click on new. So the time profile, it says, asks us that at which level do you want. So we will select all the options and click on OK. And now we have to provide a ID for the time profile. So say we have to have a numeric value in the ID. So it has to be something unique so that it doesn't it is not the same as an existing time profile. And we have to provide a name of the time profile. We have to give maybe we can give a description, and then we'll say what is the duration for which the time profile is defined. So we'll do it for 5 years. So here 2019, we'll say that from 1st January to, say, suppose 2025, 2029, December 31st is the duration that we are choosing. So we have to say what is the duration in days. So say, suppose we say it is 1500 days, right? And then we say 350 technical weeks. Here the default display horizon in the Excel is 400. For the weeks, we also can say 350 weeks and maybe 400 weeks. For the number of months, we will say it is 72. And then for quarters, it is say 20. And years, it is 6. So that is maximum we want to display. So we have created the time profile ID, the name of the time profile, the description, the start date, and then the time profile levels and the duration each. We'll click on save. So we have got the time profile created. Now we see that the status of the time profile is inactive. So we'll activate the time profile. It says that activation is running. We will refresh and check if the activation is completed. So